Josh and Caleb.
Hello guys, and welcome back to the channel. It's a new day. It's a new video in the library. We've done a lot of hunting lately. Movie hunting, that is. So I thought, let's get back to our roots, get back to the library, do another collection within my collection. This being all of my VHS collection. Now we won't dive into Disney because I've done a video on my foreign clamshell as well as my Disney clamshells, and then the regular VHS we did in my entire Disney collection. So we won't be, we've seen those already. And, my Hollywood Pictures and Touchstone VHS I want to save for its own video. So we will be focusing on this shelf, this box, which I've shown a little bit, and then the totes under the bed. So let's get started. This is going to be a long video. I feel like anytime I do like massive collections within my library, it's usually pretty long. And I'll get a screenshot of how many VHS I have. Is currently over 1,000. So that's that's pretty crazy. We've been upgrading a lot, and that's 7,000. That's the total I have. There was a time where it was all the way to the ceiling, and now it's about 4 rows down, or maybe even 5. So that's exciting. I used to have VHS intermingled throughout the collection with other things, but they take up more room than, you know, the standard DVD, so I figured, hey, I'll put them all in here, because I also made upgrading a nightmare. I couldn't find the VHS I was trying to upgrade, so anyway, we put it all in there and under the bed. So alright, we are going to get started. Alright, we are going to start in this tote. These are just VHS that I have on other formats. This cool Scooby-Doo and Scrappy cassette. Not really sure if this is one that's on the season 1, but it's cool to have regardless. And this Spookiest Tales I do want to upgrade to DVD. I have all the random compilations already on DVD, so gotta do that. And then my Gargoyles VHS, I have 3. These are just really cool. Don't need them. They're just really cool to display. I have almost all of Gargoyles. There was a season Disney never released. We'll save that. And then some more Scooby-Doo VHS, which I believe I've shown before, but why not show it off a little? These are just really cool. I'm never going to get rid of these. This was some of the, well, the very first media I ever bought of Scooby-Doo. These little random collections here. The artwork, this is really cool. Uh, love the old Cartoon Network. Yep, these are so cool. There's more over there. We'll get to those. And then I have all these Alfred Hitchcock releases. We'll just finish the Scooby-Doo real quick. Got, Who Done? The Mummy 2. Hang Up. Nutcracker Scoob. Which the only way to get on DVD is if you buy the Christmas holiday one. I've talked about that before. That's a cool one, and then I think this is it, yeah. That's Snow Ghost. And then, this very cool Scream box set. Love this thing, but the phone card and, the audio commentary, which may or may not be on the DVD. I don't remember. Got this from CS, one of the coolest things ever. So that's what comes with there. That is really neat. Then my Star Wars, that was loud. Star Wars trilogy, which I had as a child, and I loaned it to somebody, and they ripped this artwork up. This thing and these. So I had to rebuy it, and that is why I'm very particular on who I loan my media to from now on. It's not the first time, but yeah. I mean, if you trust them, yeah, you can loan stuff, but this kid I just went to school with didn't really know, so yeah. That was pretty devastating. But we got the Hocus Pocus demo tape. I used to have more demo tapes, but you know, I just decided to keep the coolest one, which is this. If I ever found demo tapes for like Scooby-Doo, Star Wars, or I believe I have a Scream one, I would keep those for sure. Then the widescreen edition of Star Wars comes with these. So cool. I love these the artwork on these VHS. That is really cool. That was hard to come by. It is a little roughed up right here, as you can probably tell. That's why I got a good deal on it. And then this one was very hard to find. Trying to get all the original trilogy on VHS format was released on Blu-ray, DVD, and VHS. I believe I have all of at least the trilogy sets. But this is cool. Special edition lithograph. Letterbox collector's edition. That was a cool piece to add. And then another box set. Most of the time, this is the only way you could watch the original cut until they released it in the bonus DVD thing. These were the first copy of the original trilogy I had. And then later, my parents got me this for Christmas. But yeah, that's why I still have these, because they were the first copy I ever bought of Star Wars. That's why I have them in these squeeze and shake cases to protect them. And we still have a few more to go. This was just a cool release here of Star Wars. Comes with that Fox Video release. Very cool artwork. This was one of the last things I got. That version. So pretty cool. Yeah, then we got some more down there. Gotta get through all the Hitchcock, Alfred Hitchcock. Rear Window, again, I keep these because they were the first versions of any Hitchcock movies I had. And they just look really cool, all lined up. Rear Window, Topaz, Torn Curtain, Shadow of a Doubt, which Hitchcock himself said that was his favorite one he ever did. Not for me. Family Plot, his last film, really liked that one. The Birds on Beta, that's just a cool display piece. Marnie, Frenzy, his second to last movie. Trouble with Harry, really liked that one. Saboteur, that's another good one. Psycho, obviously, I love that one. The Birds, love that one. Man Who Knew Too Much, his remake of a film he had already previously directed. Rope, love that one. Jimmy Stewart. Vertigo, that's a good one. Remember watching that in college. I'd seen it before then, but we watched it at my dorm room in college once. Then Titanic, signed by Sima Sickness. Then on my Scream VHS, I keep these because of the artwork, obviously. You have Drew, Nev, and Courtney. Then you have the demo tape. That's another demo tape I kept. Very cool to have these releases of Scream. Maybe my favorite horror movie of all time. It's certainly up there with Halloween and Friday the 13th. Then my silver and gold original trilogy collection. Alright, so that is all my display VHS that I have on other formats, or their demo tapes or signed or something. But I have all these on other formats. So, alright, cool start. We're already past like 14 minutes, so this is going to be a long video. Next, we turn our attention to under the bed. That's where I keep some VHS. We'll just start with this one. A lot of kids' titles. You have the Keanu Reeves, Babes in Toyland. Drew Barrymore's also in it. Archie, Return to Riverdale. That's a fun one. Rented it back in the day and found it a few years ago. Lost in Silver Canyon. Butter Creek Gang. I won't dive too much into these. Foofer, which I just recently picked up. That's a holy grail now. First Daughter, great movie. DDP is in this, right there. The original Captain America, like the 90s, I believe. Well, there was 2 TV movies before this, but I enjoyed that one. Baby Geniuses, liked it more as a kid, don't really like it now. Rent-A-Kid, That's a good one. House Arrest. I absolutely love this movie. Hopefully I can upgrade it at some point. Uh, J Love is in it. Jennifer Love Hewitt. And it's a reversible artwork, which is really cool. Even when I do upgrade, I might keep this just for the reversible artwork. And it was previously viewed. Was that Blockbuster. Rather interesting. Another Holy Grail, Willie McBean and His Magic Machine. Stop motion classic. Absolutely loved this movie as a kid. Used to rent from the library all the time when they ran movies. Then it took me forever to remember the name. Because as a kid, you're just like, you remember what it's about, but you don't necessarily remember the title. So this one took me a long time to find. And a few others have been like that, Clubhouse Detectives and things. But glad to have this in the collection. I don't believe this ever got a DVD release. Correct me if I'm wrong. The Three Ninjas movies, love those. Even they changed out kids several times. I think one of the guys is in 3 of the 4. So love those. Have the first Three Ninjas on DVD. And some of these I could upgrade. I just gotta find them. Like the Nightmare Rooms are on DVD. Sting. Remote is on Blu-ray. And Dinosaur City is on DVD. Adventures in Dinosaur City is on DVD, so I could upgrade those. The Big Comfy Couch, I don't think has DVD releases. Need to find more of these. I only have 2. Secret Adventures, I don't think those ever got a DVD release. I enjoy that show. It reminded me of McGee and Me, which I recently upgraded. Maybe slightly better in some ways. So, yeah. Secret Adventures, that's a good show. Need to upgrade Look Who's Talking Now. Just haven't found it. Every time I find it, it's scratched. Pride of the X-Men, which was basically a pilot for X-Men the Animated Series. So if you don't have that, you definitely need it. Then the Greatest Adventure, Stories from the Bible, that's a good Hanna-Barbera series. These do have individual DVD releases, so gotta find those. Or some are multi-episode releases. So gotta find those at some point. I just found the VHS are really easy to find. So I gotta find the DVDs at some point, and I'll find them eventually. I do have a whole lot though. I don't know if this is an entire series. I have 11, so I think there's at least 15 that I know of. Simple Wish, The Girl from Matilda, that's okay. Velveteen Rabbit, Peter Rabbit, double feature, that's a good one. Monkey Trouble and Sidekicks, gotta upgrade those. Big and Hairy, which I just recently picked up. And you thought your parents were weird, that Precious Moments, some random stuff, Heidi, Justice League of America, this weird TV movie that was never released, Yogi Bear, Hanna-Barbera Christmas, the Flintstones, Page Out of History, Yogi Bear's All-Star Christmas, and Meet the Digimon. That's a cool thing to have. Beanstalk, I don't think that's ever been released to DVD. Cat in the Hat comes back. 2 VHS of the Pound Puppies. One's a movie, one's just some random episodes. Then Runaway Ralph, Pippi Longstocking, Caroline, Stephanie Zimbalist of Remington Steel fame, Pet Shop, that's a Full Moon for Kids release, Nice Nutcracker, Ghost Dead, Ghost Chase, which is an interesting movie directed by Roland Emmerich. That's a fun one. White Wolves, Cry in the Wild 3, and Cry of the White Wolf, White Wolves 3. They had a weird thing where it was Cry in the Dark, then it transitioned to White Wolves. So gotta upgrade these at some point. This artwork was ripped, so I had to like tape it to another thing. Gotta upgrade that. Could have upgraded this a while back. Street Fighter 2, I saw it randomly at Walmart, but it was like $8, so I passed. Secret Garden, one of the 30 versions of that film, this being the Hallmark. Chipmunk Adventure, gotta upgrade that at some point. This artwork is amazing. Samson and Sally, absolutely love this animated film. Just for kids release. This took a while to find too. I forget if I found I got on eBay or what. It's been a couple years. Treehouse Hostage, Young Sherlock Holmes, Family Johnson Vacation, Little Secrets like that one. Last Unicorn, gotta get that on DVD at some point. Hulk Hogan's Mr. Nanny. My Brother the Pig with ScarJo. Teacher Ate My Homework. I believe that's R.L. Stein. Based on J.R. Black's Shadows On. Looks like R.L. Stein. And All I Want for Christmas. Alright, that's one tote down. We got 2 more to go. This is stacking up to be a long video here. Now the second tote. That Peter Pan, the musical. I don't like musicals, but I really enjoy that one. Then some different Muppets releases. This I could upgrade to DVD because this is cut artwork. So, but I think the Park Friends, Hey Cinderella, and Muppet Musicians of Bremen have never gotten a DVD release. So we'll have to stick with VHS for these. Not sure about Muppet Theater Classic Theater. I don't think that's ever gotten a DVD release. Could be wrong. Then all the Shirley Temples. I've showed those before. I won't do each individual. Happily Ever After, I could upgrade. It's in a fairy tale set, but it's very expensive, so hopefully one day experience the magic of the movies. This is a Universal Studios Florida souvenir VHS you could get in the parks. No longer do that. Well, no theme park does it anymore. Then some random animation here. Addams Family Reunion. The VHS is the only way to get that. Toonsylvania. Steven Spielberg produced Toonsylvania. Then one of the only Don Bluth I have not upgraded. I just never find this on DVD. So, gotta do that. Freddy the Frog, I do not believe that's on VHS. Then some random ones. Richie Rich 2, Charlotte's Web 2. The Hobbit, gotta upgrade that, and the Halloween Tree. Love that movie. Great Halloween movie. Then some Casper. Not sure if those are on DVD. Return the King, gotta upgrade that. And the last three Mary-Kate and Ashley things I have not upgraded because they're just crazy expensive. Seriously, look those up on eBay and see what they go for. They're crazy. Alright, that is number 2. Okay, our third and final Under the Bed Tote is some documentaries and some childhood favorites of mine. This is the most recent edition, Insider Studios Screenings preview for summer of '97. That's a cool one. You can just put this on in the background when you have guests. So that's cool. That's entertainment. A documentary series about musicals. I really enjoyed this. I'm not a big fan of musicals, but if you can put in like a compilation, which this goes through like not the whole history because they're still being made, but from a certain point of view, how they got started and so on. So that I actually enjoy. Judy Garland is big in this series, as well as some others, Fred Astaire. So that's a good one. Hardware Wars, a Star Wars spoof. 40 years of sci-fi featuring Star Trek. Oscars greatest moments before they became a joke. 71 to 91. Ed Wood, look back in Angora. I hope to get the box set at some point with all his movies, and it includes this documentary. Hopefully I can do that. It's just really, it's like $60, so been waiting on that. Let me know if this is on DVD. I'm pretty sure Hanson, Tosa, Tokyo in the Middle of Nowhere. I actually love Hanson. Not a big fan of like OK Go and groups like that, but growing up, my cousins were obsessed with Hanson, so I had to listen to all their songs, and I do actually like Hanson. So that's interesting. Their power group, Spice Girls. Then a documentary about the Blair Witch blockbuster exclusive Sticks and Stones. That's a good one. Highlander behind the scenes. Then just some random ones. Home Alone 2. Turtles coming out of their shells tour. That's interesting. Birds 2. A crazy sequel, but absolutely love it. Making of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles behind the shells. George Lucas in Love, a short fan film. Beyond Behind the Scenes Universal Studios Tour. Look about Universal Studios. I have more documentaries than I thought I did of Universal. Then just some random Star Wars documentaries. Millennium's End. Unauthorized Star Wars Story. The Christmas Toy. Movie Magic, all about special effects. Ride the Movies, another Universal Studios, was $20 when they sold it in the parks. Inside Hitchcock, all about the man who made the movies. That's a good one. Not unauthorized, the Universal Story. That's a good one. Also featuring Alfred Hitchcock. Not for sale or rental. And then this one, another holy grail in my collection, The Bloodhound Gang, featuring 2 episodes, but the one, we used to rent this from the library when we were kids. I always remembered the seance with the jewelry being stolen, and I could never remember what show it was from, or if it was from a movie. This is actually a spin-off of 321 Contact. So the Bloodhound Gang was a spin-off of that. It's a segment in that show, so that's why it was so hard to find. But I kept looking and typing in the synopsis and finally found it. It took me years. I just got this last year, I believe. But so cool to finally have this. It is a gem, certainly, in my collection. So never give up when you're trying to find things from your childhood. Keep looking. Then, of course, the adventures of Mary-Kate and Ashley. I've showed all these before. Shirley Temple Bow. And I've showed my Benji collection. Really love Benji. And, of course, Encyclopedia Brown. Hopefully all these will become available on DVD at some point. Not looking promising right now. I mean, I believe Nickelodeon owns all of Mary-Kate and Ashley's titles, so maybe they will get a DVD release at some point. So that is tote number 3. Now we are going into the closet, and hopefully we'll finish up before an hour. This is getting to be a long video, but hope you guys are enjoying it. Okay, now we are in the closet. This is, I don't know how we're going to do this. We'll just start with right here, these Hitcher, Kronos, that's a Guillermo del Toro movie. Great vampire movie. Dark Asylum, love that one. Deadly Invasion, great B movie. Stepfather 2, Dennis 1 and 2, Dennis sung by Corbin Burnson. Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, sung by Elvira herself. Money Train, Carpool, Overnight Delivery, great movie. Reese and Paul. Night Before. These are all my favorites, really, as far as VHS. The Man with One Red Shoe. Dickie Roberts, Once Upon a Crime, and Ski Patrol. Hopefully I can upgrade some of these this year. Some don't have DVD releases, but now we'll start from there and work our way across. Instead of trying to get each individual one, we'll just lay them across here. Dark Passage, I can talk. Copycat, good one. Bird on Wire, really enjoy that one. Gaslight, The Animal. Mystery Science Theater, the movie. Gotta get the series at some point. It's just so expensive. Aaron the Dragon, Cool Road. Really love this. I believe it's Ralph Bashki, right? Yeah. Good live action, animation, hybrid. Really enjoy that one. Hopefully I can get that on DVD. Fire and Ice, a good animated movie. Also produced by Ralph. Oh, and directed. Totally forgot about that. So 2 Ralph Bashki movies. Blackadder, only 2 volumes. Gotta get the rest of that. Lawrence of Arabia. Then Citizen Kane and RKO 281, the battle over Citizen Kane. So alright, on to the rest of our stack. Okay, we got comic book villains, the Eager Sanction, which hopefully I can upgrade. Really like that. Awakenings, Cocoon 1 and 2, enjoy those. Kung Pao, Dracula Dead and Loving It, 2 good spoof films. This is Spinal Tap. Leonard Six, a crazy spoof film with Bill Cosby. Really enjoy that one. A lot of people don't. Drop Dead Gorgeous, Beautician and the Beast, Getting Away with Murder, which is an old rental copy they had cut up in a big VHS. Hopefully I can upgrade that. That's a good murder mystery comedy. So that is the end of that stack. On to here. We'll just double stack them. The FBI story, Jimmy Stewart, Set It Off, a great heist film. Angus, Election Waiting, CB4, some good comedies. Heist, Butch Cassidy, Funny Girl, which is a movie I really like, Barbra Streisand. Adventures in Spying, Dude, Where's My Car, Porky's Revenge, Wagons East, Little Nicky, Airheads. Some comedies that aren't necessarily my favorites. I enjoy Airheads. St. Elmo's Fire, gotta upgrade that. Speed 2, I think it's obvious why that's still VHS. 2-Minute Warning, great thriller with Charlton Heston. And A Slight Case of Murder, which was a TNT original, so I don't think that's on DVD. Alright, on to the next one. Trying to put back as we go. Gotta do that one still. But we have the Thin Man Collection. Need to revisit these. It's been a very long time. I gotta see if I like them enough to upgrade. But what's not a question is wanting to upgrade Raid to Rumble and Spice World. The Man, Sea Slickers 2, Beverly Hillbillies, great movie of a show, Head of State, Weekend at Bernie's 2, Multiplicity. Made to Order, The Survivors, forgot I had that one, Robin Williams, Martin Landau. The Loser, Dream Team, that's a good one. Then some Steve Martin, Bilko, Leap of Faith, Mixed Nuts, and Baby Boom. So that is that row. Next row, we start with Lucky 7, original Around the Rone Days, Delusion, which I don't even remember what's about. Gotta watch some of these and see if I want to upgrade or just donate them to Goodwill or something. Or trade them in. There is a new store in Knoxville that takes VHS, so we'll see. Addicted to Love, Say It Isn't So, American Splendor, like that one. Getting Even with Dead, It Could Happen to You, a great Nick Cage movie. Norma Ray, a great Sally Field, Wildcats, Goldie Hawn classic, Blind Date, great, Masterminds, really good, Livewire. Then the original Godzilla Titanic, this being the Tim Curry one. Original Invasion of the Body Snatchers, and The Day There Stood Still. Alright, next. Okay, we got Courage Under Fire. Effects. Somehow I've upgraded the second one. Michael, The Good Son, Deep End of the Ocean, Super Cop 2, which is very hard to find on DVD, at least for a reasonable amount. Wind, The Missing, Ron Howard, The Fisher King, Terry Gilliam, Anna and the King, Clean Slate, Searching for Bobby Fischer, Blue Steel, Silver Strand, Plan 9 from Outer Space, which I could upgrade if I get that Edward Buck set. Metropolis, My Chauffeur, Maltese Falcon, and Drop Dead Fred. Alright, next. Okay, we got The Object of My Affection. Paul Rudd, Jennifer Aniston, Yankee Doodle Dandy, John Hughes, Curly Sue, Borrowed Hearts, Where the Red Fern Grows, Part 2. The Apostle, really enjoy that movie. Love Potion number 9, Sandra Bullock. Robert Duvall is great in this movie, by the way. Heart and Souls, Robert Downey Jr. Hard Target, can't go wrong with some Van Damme. Kiss of Death, I don't even remember what it's about, but it has Samuel L. Jackson, Nick Cage, and David Caruso of CSI Miami fame. Better Off Dead, John Cusack, Mosquito Coast, Harrison Ford, The Crucible, Buckaroo Bonanza, Joan of Arc, the Hallmark version, Clifford, love that movie, Tank Girl, EdTV, and Before Sunrise, which I need to upgrade all three of those, really. I believe they're on Criterion, maybe I'm wrong, as a trilogy. Alright, next, okay, we got Billy Elliot, Bonnie and Clyde, Outlaw Josie Wells, Rooster and Cockburn, and the Lady. Is that a sequel to Rooster Cockburn? Which is a sequel to True Grit. Single White Female, Best Laid Plan, She's Back. Interesting Kay Fisher, like time travel comedy. It's strange. Go check out. Twin Dragons, Black Widow, Assassins, Garden State, The Pianist, Rhinestone, love that one. Heart Condition, Bloodsport, Lord of War, The Big Empty, Jon Favreau, and Here on Earth, which I actually really like. Lily Sobieski, or however you say it, from Joyride, and she worked with Stanley Kubrick with Eyes Wide Shut. Interesting factoid. Alright, next we got Panic with Neve Campbell. Highlander 2, both versions of Highlander 2. Highlander Endgame and Highlander The Final Destination. Final Destination. Final Dimension. Honestly, after 2, I do not remember 3 and 4 at all. 2's a lot of people hate on 2, but compared to 3 and 4, it's actually pretty good. Malice, Very Bad Things, and 2 Joe Dante movies that I have to upgrade this year. Inner Space and the second Civil War, which I believe was a HBO original movie. Then our TNT original, Second Nature. I don't know if any of these are available on DVD. Then the very rare Dr. Otto and the Riddle of the Gloom Beam. The very first Ernest motion picture. So that's a rare item. Frisco Kid, Dr. Dolittle, Mississippi Burning, Flashdance, 80s classic. Kingdom Come, a great comedy. Airborne, great 80s movie. Life is Beautiful, great drama. Glory, great war film. And Ballistic, X vs. Sever, great action film. Alright. Next. Okay, we got Doc Hollywood, Michael J. Fox, Get Smart Again, the movie. Nude Bomb, which was basically a Get Smart movie. Mr. Smith Goes to Washington, the in-laws. Gotta upgrade the Blob at some point. Or Blob, just Blob. It's on Criterion, I want to get on Criterion. High Spirits, really love this one. Steve Guttenberg, Daryl Hannah. Trapped, good Kevin Bacon thriller. Got Ya. Saturday Night Fever, gotta upgrade that. Finding Graceland, The Warriors. Spy Within, don't really remember if I gotta rewatch some of these. Target, Rivalry is really good. Family Business, Midnight Clear, great heist film. Ghost in the Darkness, Black Rain, and Air America. And, alright, next. Gonna mix it up a little. Night in the City, Stay Tuned, comedy. Dances with Wolves, I don't know how I haven't upgraded that. Born on the 4th of July, great war movie. 2010, okay sequel. Raging Bull, like that one. Double Team, a fun action movie. Tootsie, gotta upgrade that at some point. Dustin Hoffman is great. Woman in Red, that's a good one from what I remember. Gotta revisit some of these. Midnight Run, do remember liking that one very much. Men of Honor, another great war movie. Robinson Crusoe, which came out not long, a few years after I read the book for school. Did a paper on it and everything, so I enjoyed the adaptation. Raw Deal, some Schwarzenegger action. Outland, which is a cool sci-fi movie. Future Road, sequel to Westworld. Not as good, but still very much enjoyable. Cabaret, a musical I actually really like. And Mallrats, which I have to upgrade at some point. Alright, next. Okay, we got Cleopatra, a classic, original Thomas Crown affair. Listen to Me, which I don't remember. Quick Change, a great heist comedy. Bill Murray is great in that. Cadillac Man, Robin Williams, that's a good one. Same with Fatal Beauty, Whoopi Goldberg. Breaking Free, Dennis Quaid, Daniel Stern. That's Breaking Away, not Breaking Free. That's a different one. Animal Farm, Blue Juice, that's a good action film. Caveman's Valentine, that's a good one. Blood Simple, some Coen brothers. Bad Girls, Good Western. Red Rock West, also a good action film. Case is a little messed up. Need to upgrade that, definitely. Towering Inferno, that's a good, really good one. Disaster movie. Mad City, good thriller. Just recently got this one, Dr. Jekyll and Miss Hyde. That's a holy grail in the collection. October Sky. Also, if you know, I don't think this was ever released to DVD. And then One Last Score. That's also a good heist film. Alright, now this stack. Getting very close to the end. Space Raiders, a fun sci-fi. Scalber, that's a good fantasy. Altered States, I remember really liking that one. Have not seen it in some time. Alien Nation, The Postman, which a lot of people hate. I actually really like it. It's up there with, not as good as Waterworld, but I enjoy it. Free Jack, that's a good one. Buried Alive, really good. What's that movie with Ryan Reynolds? Is that called just Buried? Anyway, it reminds me of that movie. It's pretty good. Universal Soldier, classic. Have to upgrade that. No Escape, that's a good one. Chuck Norris classic, Firewalker. Remember watching this a bunch as a kid. It would be on TV at my granny's house. Watched it many times there. Forgot what it was called for the longest time. Then found this at Goodwill, I believe. Frequency, that's one I enjoy. Last Rites, also really good. Randy Quaid is great in that. Emerald Forest, that's one I really enjoy. It reminds me of Pitfall, the video game. So I enjoy it. Heavenly Creatures, one of Peter Jackson's earlier films, really good. The performances are really good in this movie. Both girls are really good. Kate Winslet and Melanie Linsky, yeah, I believe that's the two. They were really good. Yeah, I think that's who it is. Yeah, we'll go with that. Great Peter Jackson film. Another TNT original, Framed. Let me know if you know if these are on DVD. I don't believe they are, though. Mystic Pizza, that's a good Julia Roberts film. Need to upgrade that, definitely. Harvey, Jimmy Stewart, Dutch, and The Getaway. And now, next, on to this one. It's making a huge difference doing it this way, saving a lot of time. It's the same, probably the same amount of time for you guys, but saving me a lot of time. Scarlet, A Cry in the Night, which I do not remember. I have to watch some of these. Cole the Conqueror, American Cyborg. I remember this being a fun one. Just kind of a blind buy that I actually really enjoyed. Same with the Time Guardian. Need to revisit a bunch of these. Just kind of a VHS marathon sometime. Wing Commander, that's a fun one. Then the Trancers franchise one. Falling over on me. 2, 3, 4, and 5. I found all these at one time at a Goodwill. I think that was before I started doing YouTube. Found the first one. I'm like, well, I gotta keep looking. Then I found 2, then I found 4, then 5, and then 3. So found the whole series at one time. That was really cool. Then we have Soldier, Kurt Russell. Who directed this one? Yeah, Paul W.S. Anderson, who directed all the I believe that's the same one. Yeah, I think that's the same guy. Anyway, really good sci-fi film. Same with Time Cop, 12 Monkeys, Terry Gilliam, classic. Life Force, that's Tobe Hooper, yeah. Texas Chainsaw. He also did Invaders from Mars, which I like a lot better. I enjoy both, but this one is really good. Has some great practical monsters. Big Sleep and Sling Blade, which is really good. Alright, on to this one. Then we have 2 left. Alright, nearing the end. Bonfire of the Vanities. Do not remember that at all. Mulholland Falls, that's a good mystery. And we have Man's Best Friend, that's a good one. Highwayman, no memory at all of that. Stigmata, Monkey Shines, that's a George A. Romero film. That one I do remember liking. Then you have Tales from the Hood and Tales from the Crypt. So that's interesting. I forget if the show is based off of this or not. I think it is in the comic. Breeders, don't really remember that at all. Again, have to watch some of these. Raptor, Carnosaur 2, and Carnosaur. I believe I have Carnosaur 3 on DVD. Need to upgrade these at some point. Really cool as far as practical dinosaurs. They're not great movies, but I like them because they're all practical. That makes them good, in my opinion. Making Contact, that's a good one, just off of the artwork. Terror Train, which artwork from an old video store. Gotta upgrade these. Same with these 2, Killer Workout and Twice Dead. They were just cut artwork, so had to make do with that. Don't know if those are on DVD or not. The River, Great Thriller, Blue Lagoon, and The House of Usher, which I actually really like. Okay, 2 more. We're almost there, guys. Hope you've enjoyed so far, and thanks for sticking with me to the bitter end here. Okay, you got Piranha 2, which was directed by James Cameron. One of his first movies and first sequels. I can't say it's better than the original Piranha, directed by Joe Dante, but it's certainly a fun sequel. Then you have She-Devil. Do not remember that. Hardware, I do remember that. I enjoy that one. Best Friends of Vampire, 80s comedy. Lair the White Worm, I remember that being very weird. It's like, yeah, gotta watch that. Clive Barker's Lord of Illusions, that one I do like. It was a kind of a change of pace for Clive. Then Fangoria presents Lady of the Lake. I don't know, I don't think I have any more Fangoria Presents, but this is a fun horror movie. Leave comments if you know if it's on DVD. Would like to upgrade that. Same with Night Watch. I'm pretty confident that has a DVD release though. Willard. I enjoy that one. In Dreams. Also enjoy that one. Leviathan. The Relic. That's a good one. Man Who Wasn't There. Film by the Coen brothers. That's a good mystery. Dr. Giggles, a classic. Stepfather 3, which a lot of people hate on, but I really enjoy. Then the original Stepfather. Where's Stepfather 2? Anyway, oh, that's down there, I believe. House of Wax and House on Hunt Hill, some classic Vincent Price. It is down here, I already showed that off. These are the VHS, they're in front. Alright, next stack. Okay, final stack. Decided to go back to the original way for the last stack. Silent Witness, which is very good, Jennifer Tilly. Naked Lunch, which is a David Cronenberg film. Almost upgraded this at McKay's, but was very scratched. Would have liked to have upgraded that. Hopefully soon. Body of Evidence, An Eye for an Eye. Great Sally Field thriller. Bringing Out the Dead, a good Martin Scorsese film. Teaching Mrs. Tingle, which was written by Kevin Williamson, and whoever had it before me colored that in. I did not do that. That's kind of strange. Fade to Black, Blood Spattered Bride, which I actually enjoyed. Play Misty for Me, See No Evil, that is a great thriller. Dangerous Woman, Disturbing Behavior, The Forgotten, The Unnameable, which I have the second one on DVD. Cat People, Shadow of the Vampire, which is based on Nosferatu, and Deadly Voyage, which was a blind buy and a film I really enjoyed. Alright. Think we're done. Whoo boy. This is going to be a long video. Okay. One last look at everything we just looked at. Oh boy. Alright, I think that's going to do it. We're going to do the outro now, I believe. Alright, we did it. All of my VHS, with the exception of the Disney ones here. And someday we will do Hollywood Studios and Hollywood Pictures and Touchstone. Could you imagine if I'd added all of those? Man, this would have been like 2 hours probably. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed that. That was pretty much all of my, with the exception of the Disney, all my VHS. I've been wanting to do this one for a long time. Now, I'll make a promise now, I cannot do DVDs. That would take a long time to do every single DVD I have. That would take forever. Possibly could do a Blu-ray collection, so if you guys want to see that one, definitely leave a comment down below. But I can promise you, we will not get to DVD, because that's 5,000 just right there, just DVDs. That's the most I have of one format. VHS are second with 1,000, and then I forget how many Blu-rays I have. I haven't looked in a while, but it's lower than that. So we're getting there, though. Hopefully the ratio even out a little, and I'll do some Blu-ray upgrades this year. That would be cool. Alright, that is going to do it. Hope you guys like this video. If you want to see any other collections within my collection, let me know. I've done horror, I've done Disney, Scooby-Doo, Star Wars, Batman, Ernest. I've done a bunch. So, if there's one you're thinking about that you've seen here, let me know. I've done Hitchcock, I've done a bunch, so yeah. They're a lot of fun to do. Hope you guys enjoyed this one, though. That is going to do it. I'm Josh. More videos coming as always. Till then, if I don't see you out thrifting or at Walt Disney World, I will see you at the movies. Bye. This was a lot of fun. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Bye.